Hello. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Go ahead and start tossing food on the ground too. See if he'll take it that way. I know he's hard to handle right now. I promise it will get better. Yep, just do it like that. And then as he runs out, toss more. Good. And then you can go back further again. He doesn't have to keep coming this way. I want him to, yeah, keep going. Yep, toss it that way. I want him to feel comfortable with the people walking in versus him thinking he has to approach, so keep it going. It won't be like this forever. It's just going to be like that for a little while. He's just letting you know there's a strange person in here. Keep it going. You're good. And then eventually I'll walk up and I'll toss food and he'll probably calm down. Maybe not immediately, but I don't blame. I love that. Look at how he's looking at you. That's good. It's very good. That's great. Good job. Now bring it back towards you. And keep it going. Dogs need to see this predictability that it's not a one and done, like you're gonna give me one and then I can go ahead and finish reacting. So you have to reward consistently for him to see that predictability. We can't tell him, hey buddy, I'm gonna give you more, just keep your eyes on me. We can only tell it by showing him. So keep it going so he doesn't keep practicing that barking.
There you go. I bought some of those freeze-dried ones, but I didn't.
Perfect.
I didn't break them open yet.
And I have some, and no allergies, right?
No.
Okay, because I have some I own. Stay a little that way. I'm gonna keep approaching slowly.
Even though he's met you before, I guess.
He won't know because he hasn't had a chance to sniff me, and that was a long time ago too. So, but yeah, especially dogs that are concerned, he's relying heavily on his eyesight right now. Actually, their eyesight is not very good for distance. They need to use their nose, but he can't use his nose right now.
Yeah, the hair's like standing up on his back. That's what he does when we go.
And it means he's aroused, and that lets you know how he's feeling. So I think food can definitely help to calm him down in those moments. And staying calm exactly like what you're doing is perfect. It's not gonna be awesome in the beginning, but after he sees this like look at how he's looking at you now. Now he might only last for a few seconds if you stop rewarding. So just keep it going, and eventually he'll be able to do this every time I come over, he'll be able to, but today it's just day one. So you can go ahead and come in this doorway.
Like what?
Come in like this doorway right here. Yeah, that's about good. And keep rewarding him. You can keep tossing it or you can hand feed it, whatever is easiest for you. And I'm gonna start tossing food in his direction. He didn't see it. Here. I'm not gonna come and hand feed it to him yet, because that will put him through greater conflict. Good job, buddy.
He thinks it's from me.
It's okay, that's why I'm just gonna keep doing it. Keep over there, you're good. Good job. Rocket, good. Rocket. Good, Rocket. That's good, you can let him get it. Good boy, you can let him sniff me. And again, this may not be the whole routine we do the whole time. Like eventually we wanna get to a point where he's not barking at me anymore and he's not pulling you towards me, but just for today.
Yeah.
So we can get this predictability going and he can get comfortable with me. You can go ahead and let go of his leash. And if he's comfortable taking food, and he might even still bark at me after I stop feeding him. Like that could be a normal reaction too. No. 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 Good boy. There you go. I'd rather that. I'm gonna toss it too, so he doesn't feel like he has to stay in front of the scary person, you know? I don't wanna put him through any conflict. And I also would love for him to continuously approach me and get this picture of like, okay, she's safe. Yes, good boy. Ready, go get him. Good, but he seems to warm up pretty quickly, so that's good. Is he like that normally when other people come in? Like once he sniffs them, he's good, or is it he continuously barks?
Really nobody but my my
So you don't have a lot of,
parents.
okay, how is he with
The
them?
kids don't come in anymore. No, he barks at them, even though he's met them a million
Yeah,
times. The same
yeah.
as you said. Like,
Do you feel like once he sniffs them, he stops barking?
no.
Oh, so he barks at them the whole
Well, I
time.
mean, he hasn't seen them a lot over
Yeah,
They just had
okay.
holidays last year. Like, they haven't spent a lot of time
Okay,
with them.
yeah. So right now it would be best then if you're not getting a lot of people in, you're not gonna get a lot of repetitions, and that's okay. You'll be stuck in like this management phase of you hold his leash, you mark and reward while people are coming in. And once people are in and he seems kind of calm, then go ahead and let him sniff and give everybody food to give him. Okay. And he seems to be doing really well. I'm gonna move around a bit. I just wanna see how he handles me moving. Some dogs get a little alarmed with that because I'm moving around their house, but he still seems to be like happy to follow the food. That's great, by the way. Good job.
You know, just
Yeah.
like strangers.
And most people aren't really coming up.
Well, so yesterday, like Stephanie's little girl wanted to pet him, and they were on the opposite side, and we were over here, and she started approaching. I was giving him food,
Yeah.
trying to. It was like he was not having. And then he
Yeah, and I
was like,
wouldn't,
"It's not
yeah.
ready."
And that's just something you're gonna have to do. Like, you have to advocate for him. When he starts to see that you've got his back and you're not gonna let strange people come and touch him, he'll feel better with them approaching, and we can practice people approaching. Like, he should feel comfortable with people approaching. We don't have to force him to feel comfortable with people touching him. Okay. But that's something we'll have to intentionally train for, because right now he has the, you're so sweet. Right now he has this picture that people approaching, it automatically means they're gonna touch me. Even if they have no intention of touching him, even if they have no intention of approaching you and they just happen to be passing you, he's already got this built-in perception that people are going to touch me. You know what, I might as well start barking and then they'll go away. Oh look, they went away. Even though those people were just passing you anyway, in his mind, his barking was successful. So they may have had no intention of coming to you, but in his doggy little brain, his barking is what made them go away. So if we keep continuing that cycle, it will just keep happening. So I'm gonna show you how we can work through that. And kind of what I'm doing right now, like just I'm giving him his space. I let him choose when he wanted to come to me. He's happy to take food. He seems to trust that, which is great. I'm not gonna still reach down and pet him though. That might happen, lesson 3, lesson 4. He might show me that he wants that. It may even happen later today. I'm not gonna do it until he shows me though. Like, I'm not just gonna, and that's what a dog needs. They need to see that the human is respecting their signals. This is not an indicator that he wants me to touch him. So that's, yeah, no, this just, he likes the interaction. He likes what we're doing this way. He feels safe with this because I have not reached down to touch him yet. So I'm not gonna touch him, pet him until he's like actively seeking it. You guys are different. You're his people. You can pet him whenever you want, but not strangers. So we have to be comfortable with that. I think sometimes, and not you, but just the outside people can have this weird perception that dogs should just be okay with everybody touching them. But if like somebody came up and touched my toddler, I'd punch you. Like some stranger just came up and touched my kid, and that kid went screaming, nobody would blame the kid. Everybody would blame the human. Like, what are you doing? Why would you just grab a toddler like that? But dogs are the same way, and they actually never leave the toddler mentality. Yeah. So we have to be okay with them not wanting strange people to touch them, but they should be able to be civil around them. So I think it's totally acceptable for him to bark a couple of times when people come in, get him to calm down, let him walk around, sniff everybody, and that's it. If he doesn't want people to touch him, we should be okay with that, okay? You're so cute, but I could see him being the kind of dog that eventually warms up and allows people, as long as that person is respectful. Yeah. So we'll test it out over time. Yeah, we'll see if he's
lovey-dovey with anybody but us.
Yeah, and that's normal, especially if he's got the herding breed in him. That is, they are usually just bond with their people. Mm-hmm. That really is all it comes down to, because they were not created to be friendly. They were created to protect, guard, alert, like that's what they were, and just the people that they know. You know, like, and so anybody else coming in, like, I'm supposed to alert to that. I'm not supposed to bond with that. You know, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Again, just because he's licking me does not mean I'm gonna pet him. He's only licking my fingers because there's food on them. He's not doing it because he loves me. You know, those are not kisses. So I'm being very respectful. I'm not giving him heavy eye contact. I'm not touching him. He's being very well behaved too. Like, he's being patient and waiting. So I can tell you've done some stuff with him already. That's really, really good. Good job.